Hello and welcome to Bert's Imperfect Bakes, the channel where it's okay to not bake perfectly every time. I'm Bert, and this week, after the success of last week's sweet potato protein brownies, I've decided to do a little bit of a 3-part brownie series after something my dad said. So this brownie session is going to be all about brownies but with an extra dark stout in them. Can you guess what it is? It's quite popular in Ireland. So we need to get the butter and chocolate melted. So I didn't have enough dark chocolate, so I halved my bar and then added half a bar of white chocolate. And I added the extra dark stout to a jug so that I could measure it out. I measured about 50 ml, I think, in the end, once the froth had settled. So it's not quite 50 there, so added a bit more. A bit more. No, that's enough. That'll do. I didn't want to make it too liquidy, so if it was level, it was 50 ml. And then I poured that into the white chocolate, dark chocolate, and butter mixture and gave it a mix. Looked like it was going to be a disaster at this point, as you can see. But I sorted it out. There you go. That's what it looked like in the end. That's ready to go. So we're going to add that buttery, beery mixture to the bowl. Mixing bowl, that is. It was already in a bowl. And then add some sugar. Give that a mix. And because it was still quite hot, the sugar melted quite quickly. And then add some eggs to a jug and then whisk them up quite rapidly with a fork. What a whisk. Very rapidly. Look at that speed. And then again, so we don't get scrambled chocolate, we're going to add a bit at a time and then mix after each addition. Nicely does it. Get the eggs used to the heat. Then it's all gone, and continue mixing before adding the dry ingredients. And this time I decided to get a sieve. No rhyme or reason. I added flour, self-raising flour, and cacao powder. Smush those last few bits in, and then mix that in. Well, fold rather. So this was quite a wet mixture and I didn't know how well or badly it would cook. But don't be scared, if it's too runny, it cooks. I mean, even in my oven, it cooks. Pop that into your lined and greased baking tray. And we're just mixing in the few dregs of flour that didn't quite mix in there. You don't need to smooth this one out, it does it all by itself. And then pop that in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. And then once it's done, it looks like this. Pop a skewer in the centre, comes out clean, cooked. Laughing. Now we're going to make a cream cheese topping with some very disobedient cream cheese that leaked all over my worktop and the floor. So we swiftly entered it into the mixing bowl. This is a 200-gram pot. And clean up your mess. It literally went everywhere. And then whisk up the cream cheese to get that nice and smooth before adding some icing sugar. Sieve this in. But very carefully so you don't get icing sugar everywhere. I used a spoon to smush it through. Make sure I didn't inhale too much of the dust. And then once that's in, gently whisk, but first do it with a spoon so it doesn't go everywhere. Or you could just get a guard for your bowl. I do have one, it was just in the cupboard. And then add a splash of vanilla. And continue whisking to get everything nice and incorporated. Give it one more mix with a spoon and there you go. So this is cooled now out of the oven. It's been in the oven for 25 minutes, but possibly could have been done in 20. But it's an experiment. So I just made the cream cheese topping. Just dollop that on there to give the illusion of froth from a pint. Beautiful. So let's give it a try. I have to say these are quite straight lines if I do say so myself. Looks like a gooey brownie. Tastes like a brownie. Can't really taste the stout as such, but I think it just adds a rich flavour to it. It's definitely very nice. So, if you like this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon. And if you have any suggestions for anything you'd like me to make in the next episode, or any other brownie flavours, please put them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.